Hey family, what's up? It's your girl Ty, and I'm back with another video. This video is gonna be really fairly short. I didn't, have any downloads to talk about. Nor am I doing the cards today. I have to work tonight, so it won't be any readings today. But I hope you guys like the channeling message that I posted for you guys, and also the mini tarot reader that I also channeled for you guys too. So anywho, the reason why I came on here because I was on the phone with one of my long term friends yesterday, and I've been knowing her for a very long time, and ever since I was a kid. And whenever we talk, we always kind of get really deep in conversation. That's really the only reason why I consider her a friend, because I'm the type of person. I don't know. I don't talk too deep about my belief as far as like religion and spiritual like that, because I know a lot of people who are religion, they can sometimes make you feel like they're trying to convert you, I feel like. And it's funny because we was having a conversation about this yesterday, and she don't label herself as a Christian either, but it's a lot of things in in Christianity that she strongly believe in, and it's a lot of things that I tap into, like like with my crystals and grounding, that she's she, like she said, she's not if it was anybody else, she wouldn't took the chance to listen, she said. But since it's me and she loves me and she know I love her and she know how genuine and pure my energy is, she's open to hearing whatever I tell her. And I'm always open to hearing whatever she tell me too, because I remember at one point in time we was having a conversation about Jesus, and I used to tell her that at one point in time, honestly, y'all, I had stopped believing in Jesus because I was thinking, I have my own reasons. I'm not going to go into why. I do a lot of research, and I you know what? I was in school. I was in college then, and we was reading about Borgie. So I can't think. I wish I knew his name, but as a matter of fact, I'll get his name and drop his name down below in the comments when I'm done with this video. But the Pope, one of the popes, down the line of the generation, one of the grandsons. So, anywho, we for those of you who know, that's basically the portrait of all these pictures of Jesus that they show, of the blonde hair and blue eyes. That's I think his name Borgia, but like I said, I'm gonna put the name below. But because of that first started to make me not believe in Jesus, because I'm like, well, if Jesus was really a real person, then why would they have all these different images of him that's not representing who he really was? And then I did more research though, after my friend kept like I say, me and my friend, she's just somebody who, for over the years, we have always gotten into deep conversations about God. And that's what I love about her the most. I never in my life had so like such a long conversation with a person about God, and not just one, several. Like that's so most of the time that's all we talk about. But I love her for that. And I what I love about her the most is that she allows me to see things in another perspective. And that's one of my favorite things to do in life, I think, because like I always tell you guys, I'm the student and the teacher. So I feel like I love to get insight from other people and see the way they see things, because in reality, I am you and you are me. So if you're seeing it this way and I'm seeing it this way, that don't make anybody's way of seeing it wrong. That just shows the beauty of the collective, of the whole. Because whatever I contribute to this world, and whatever you contribute to this world, and whatever someone else contributes to this world, at the end of the day, we all contributing to the world with the same energy, which is from the Most High, the light within us. So with that being said, it's funny because I paused, because I realized that, because at first when I was just talking, I was thinking in my head like, where am I going with this? This is not even what I came on here for. But as I was talking, and now that I get to this point, I realized the Spirit just showed me why I started talking and saying the things and bringing up the conversation. I mean, not the conversation, because that's what the video is about, but just bringing up, you know, our background and how me and her just talk, and how I love to hear her different perspective of things. And I'm not closed-minded with her, and she's not, nor is she's closed-minded with me. And that's the beauty of life. And it's like when she said that yesterday, when she was telling me, because I love you and I know who you are, so no matter what you know what I'm saying, I listen to you. I might not always agree with everything, and I wish that we can have the same beliefs. That's what she told me. But no matter what, I love you. And when she said that, y'all, it just brought so much joy to my heart. Shout out to my friend Diane too. That's her name, y'all. Shout out to Diane. She's been, you know, a ride or die ever since I was like 10, 11 years old. So we've been, you know, really close, good friends for the last literally 10 years of my life. Longer than that, actually. Yeah, because yeah, I'm tripping, duh. About 20 years, wow. Child, I'm trying to take 10 years off. Try anyway. So, yeah, I really love the conversation that we had yesterday, and I really enjoyed, you know, just talking to somebody who understands that it don't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what you think. Just like when I was kind of like nervous about coming on here about my tarot cards and even channeling my message, like, you know, because I got so many different gifts. Like I don't need the cards. Like I can sense energy. Like this morning I was laying down and my fiance was getting ready to do something. He didn't tell me he was going to do it, but I knew he was going to do it. So when I got up, I said, "Oh, I thought you was going to get up and do that." And he was like, I said, "I knew you were," because I sensed the energy. And it's like I say, I got so many different gifts. Like I sense energy. Like I know what's going on. Like, and if I don't know what's going on, Spirit whisper in my ear and tell me. Like a lot of times I can be dead middle in a conversation with somebody, and Spirit just come and be like, tell them this, tell them that. And it's almost as if, like even with yesterday with my friend on the phone, I noticed that a lot of times when I have a conversation with people, we get carried away. And in the midst of us getting carried away, they're telling me about something that they're going through in their life. And it seemed like, and I was just going to say, I always have the answers for them. But it's not me, y'all. It's Spirit. And I'm going to make sure I correct my grammar when I speak, because I don't want to ever take the you know, like the credit or claim that, oh, I have, like I don't know, I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, because if it's not me, it's the power within me. So you know, I just over the years, like I just noticed that Spirit always bring the people into my life. And I used to always wonder, I remember I asked my fiance one time, like, why do it seem like I meet people? Because one thing about me, when people meet me and they, you know, really like me, they get carried away, and we'll like, I don't want to say we get carried away, and because I love people, even though people get on my nerves, I love people too though at the same time. So I notice a pattern in, like, I meet people and they'll tell me their whole life story, like everything that's going on in their life. Like I met this one lady, for example, and she was telling me about a situation she was going through with her husband. They was she wanted to get a divorce, and they had been together for over 20 years, and they had kids, and you know, she just told me the whole thing. And I remember he was like, "Well, why is she telling you all her business?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, that's my new friend. Like, I just, if I know that somebody is going through something, and you can tell when they don't have nobody to talk to, because you can tell how long they ramble on about the situation. And I'm not picking on my friend. I ain't even gonna say my friend. I don't even talk to her no more. But I'm not picking on her. But I still got love for her. And like, even though I don't talk to her, even though that's my friend, I still have love for her. I would never even say her name on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never put nobody's business out like that, because that's just not me. If I'm shouting somebody out showing love, yeah, I'll shout their name out then. But you know, I was there for her, and I gave her some encouraging words. And a lot of times I noticed too, now that I'm sitting here thinking over the years, a couple people that I have spoken with, and they, you know, just in general, just we might be having like a short conversation. I might run into a person. If I feel called on my heart, like if I feel a pull on my heart from God telling me to tell them about your YouTube channel, I'll do that too. And a lot of people, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, at least 2 people off the top of my head that I can think of, maybe 3 actually, have no 4. Oh, thank you, Spirit just reminded me of somebody else. But you know, like I say, it's 4 people I can think of off the top of my head that have, you know, told me that watching my videos has impacted them in a positive way. And you know, I just always be amazed, you know what I'm saying, when they tell me that, because they don't even understand that, like, that was always my goal and purpose. Like that, I feel like if someone was to ask me, what is your purpose in life, what is your reason to be here, and I would tell you, I'm a world healer. Like, I'm here to heal the world. I'm here to upgrade the frequency. And when people heal just a little bit of whatever trauma they're going through, or they may have trapped inside their cells, inside of their body, inside of their temple, that alone is helping them vibrate at a higher frequency than what they were. And me being able to be that person to help someone do that, even with my words, whether it's with the cards, whether it's with me channeling messages from their ancestors or from the spirit realm, or me giving them insight, or me sharing my own experience so, you know, they can learn from my mistakes. Or it was one more I really wanted to touch on. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, because I was talking to myself. I know it sounds crazy, but I talk to myself a lot. I was talking to myself yesterday, and I was telling myself, you're a good listener. Because lately I've been questioning myself, like, what traits about you, what's your best traits and what's your worst traits? Because tapping into your purpose all coexist with you. Like I said the other day in my last video, understanding your fears, you know what I mean? Understanding who you are, what's your limits, what you can deal with, what you can't deal with, what you like to do, what you don't like to do. And understand that you don't have to do what you don't like to do. All you gotta do is figure out what it is that you like to do and do that. And trying to think too much about how, if I make enough money in this field, God did not program the fucking blueprint to make sure that everybody had money. Because in reality, God don't give a fuck about the money. And a lot of times people spend their lifetime being so fucking hungry for the money that they don't even get a chance to enjoy the experience. And sometimes people can have past life cycles, and they wonder why they keep coming here and wonder why they keep going through the same thing, because you still haven't understood the assignment. You still trying to come here and get the money. That's a fucking illusion. It's not even real. When you die, you can't even take the money with you. Only thing you can take with you is your memories. That's it. So come down here and create memories, love, upgrade the frequency. Maybe in your next lifetime you can go to a place where it's not so dense. It's not so hellish like this world is. But anywho, so I was telling myself, you're a great listener. And I noticed, because what made me question myself when I got the phone with her, because a lot of things she was saying, and I was telling my fiance later on, I was like, you know, I noticed a lot of times I can talk to people on the phone, or I have a conversation with somebody, and especially the conversations about people trying to find their purpose and what to do in life, I feel like that's my calling. He was like, what you mean by that? I feel like, and I was like, when people talk to me and I sit there and listen to them, and they be telling me that they don't know their purpose, I be knowing their purpose from just listening to them. It's like they don't even understand that they're telling me their purpose through me asking them questions, but they don't hear themselves answering their own questions. And I think that the reason why I have that trait within my soul is because it was meant for me to be able to heal people with my words. I also remember, shout out to Retha, if you're watching this, Retha, I love you. Another good friend that I just recently met, I was on the phone with her because I was, you know, we were doing something. with business. I was thinking about being a life insurance agent, and I end up, not doing it because it was just so much going on in my life, and I couldn't deal with everything at the time. And I was wondering, like, why aren't I able to do this when I feel like God sent this to me? And I remember having a conversation with God about it, because I wrote in my journal how I was so excited God blessed me with this job. And then the next day I wrote, and this was literally a couple of days ago, y'all, about probably like a week or two ago. And then I wrote in my journal the next day talking about how I told her I can't do it because my energy was so off. And one thing that I know, if I don't know nothing else, is that my energy had to be, right. Because if you ain't right, ain't nothing else gonna be right. So I decided to go with my my soul, which was telling me like this is not for us. And I let it go. And I felt so bad afterwards because I remember like, thinking about Retha and how, such a good soul she is, and I didn't want to disappoint her. And I kind of gave her my word that I wouldn't, but I had to go against the word that I gave her in order for me to be truthful with myself. And that also taught me something about myself, because I realized how hard it was for me to do that. And I realized that it's because my whole life I was always putting others before me and not really recognizing my own true feelings that I had within myself. So when I did recognize that, I decided to go with my soul, and give my soul what it wanted, which was some time to get my mind right. So I started doing all this grounding, meditating, and just spending time with myself on my days off, the days I did have off. And plus I had just moved, so it was just a lot of, anxiety and things going on within my solar plex. And so yeah. And then as I was on the phone with my friend Diane yesterday, I was hearing her talk about, what she felt like her purpose was, and it made me, and Spirit brought back to me what Spirit said to me that day when I was like, well, why would you bring that to me and it's not for me? And what Spirit said to me was, I had already given you, I have already told you your purpose, which is to be the world healer, to heal people. And it was like, and I also gave you that platform to start 10 months ago. And 10 also represents new beginnings. And it was like, and you still haven't, really tapped into your gifts, like I also told you. And it's funny because my father came to me a couple months ago, and he was like, you have a gift, use your gift, like stop. Because I've been praying a lot about my purpose and what it is that God wants me to do. And it's crazy because like the next day, I posted my first video, which was my channel message. And then I just did my tarot yesterday. And it wasn't the next day. The next day I ended up doing a general reading for my family. And then following after that, I did my 2 videos that I posted yesterday. But I also want to touch on one more thing before I leave y'all. My friend Diane, who I spoke about, and her and many other people that I have run across in my life, I noticed that a lot of people, like the people that I would tell, like I can communicate with Spirit, like I can hear from God, I noticed that over time a lot of people would ask me like, well, how can you do that? Like not how can I do it, but how can they do it? Like they want to know how I'm able to do it, because they want to be able to do it too. Because I done heard people say, well, I talk to God all the time, but I never hear him talk back to me. And I used to think, and I used to like kind of tell people, give them my advice, and tell them, you just have to sit with them and just be patient and listen. But I realized though, y'all, that back to the traits, not everybody can hear from God the way that I can. And that doesn't mean that God is not working in their life the way that God is working in my life. That just means that is one of my traits that God embedded in me in order for me to be able to do my purpose and what it is that I was sent here to do. And I realized that this whole time that I used to think to myself, like, I want to know, like, for me, I just thought it was normal. Like, because I've been hearing from God ever since I was a kid. So I'm thinking it's normal. Everybody can do it, but they just don't really spend time with themselves to do it. Because ever since I was a kid, I was kind of always a loner. I ain't never really wanted to go to where be. Even my friend Diane, like, I wouldn't, like, she ended up being my sister friend. I have a sister that's 2 years older than me. Or is she a year older than me? I think she's a year older. Oh Lord, I think it's a year. But all my friends from growing up was her friends first. They ended up coming to the house and we ended up being friends because I was never the girl to go outside. I was like, I would always want to stay in the house, do my crossword puzzles, and have my little games, going on with angels and the divine. I remember like playing games with them, like Michaela Monopoly, and I thought it was all normal. But now that in now time, in the present time, I'm realizing that it was normal for me, but it's not normal for other people. Just like it's normal for LeBron to go on the court and do what he do, but it ain't normal for anybody else to do it because anybody else can't do it like he do it. And that's what God has showed me, that all this time I've been sleeping on myself and my gifts and my power, because I was thinking like, well, that's anybody can do that. You just have to, I guess, tap into it or get alone, or how they say God will not speak with you unless you're alone. I've been alone for a long time, so I'm thinking like it's just people just be too prioritized with other things and they don't give God enough time. And I know I give a lot of one-on-one time when I'm just sitting here talking to God, because there's a lot of times ever since from my childhood that I would just sit there and talk to God because I simply just didn't want to fucking be here. And it's a lot of times when I just ask God too, like, why the fuck am I here? Like, where is my family? Like, why did you send me here? Like, I remember as a kid, I used to always question that. And I used to even question, like, why you put me in this family out of all families? I remember at one point in time, I used to even, it's embarrassing to say, but I'm going to be real, want to be white. I used to always brush my hair a certain kind of way with my little bangs, want to be white. And I remember they used to ask me, my older sister, my mom, like, why do you want to be white? I used to say, because it seemed like white people have all the money and they live in the life that they want to live. And growing up, we was on Section 8 food stamps, so that shit wasn't what it was, I felt like. And I always felt like I was supposed to have more. And I always felt like I was kind of dimming myself to fit in with this hood-ass environment and cutthroat where everybody just, I don't know, I always noticed, even from a child, like I never felt like it was a lot of love, going on, like how I see in the movies, and like the white people read their bedtime stories and take their kids out on trips and stuff. Like, I'm like, well, don't do that here, and help with the homework and stuff. But I had to grow up and realize that everything that I perceived as love and that I expected, I now give that. I have now built that within my own family, and give it to my kids. So, and now I couldn't even imagine even wanting to be white. I love my melody. I love everything about me, my blackness, like everything. And yeah, so I just really wanted to post a video because I really feel like a lot of my subscribers, people who are meant to, that God is calling to my channel, is people who are in the middle of finding their purpose. And I always want to let people know that finding your purpose is finding out what makes you happy, what you love. Something, your purpose is going to be something that you, when you do it, don't even feel like work. It feel like you're just like contributing to whatever it is that you was created to contribute to the world, because every blueprint is a contribute to the world, and that's what you came here for. Even if you're a mechanic, that alone, that you're contributing to the world. We need mechanics, like, like, and a lot of people, and the reason why about that, because a lot of people think that just because their gift or their talent is not nothing, like, let's say it's a millionaire, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, you may want to be, like, sometimes it's just simply stuff that you love to do. Sometimes we think too hard or think too much, and like I said, a lot of times we think too much about, I ain't gonna make no money from this. When Jesus was walking around doing all these healings and shit, was he making money from that? Eventually he did, because people would just give him shit. And that's what God is trying to tell y'all. If you just focus on whatever it is I sent here to do, fuck what all the money comes. If you do it, you gonna make some money. If that's what you so worried about. Like, but at the end of the day, that's what God's Spirit is saying. Like, I don't want you to be so worried about the money, because if you do it for the wrong reasons, it's still not gonna really fulfill you. I want you to get a fulfillment in this lifetime that is going to have you coming back, telling your ancestors, telling your loved ones, oh my God, and they're gonna be, you know, kind of like a, you know, like when you have a, and God just showed me, like, you know how you have a child and you take the child, like, let's say, you know, at the age of 1, I feel like they kind of don't be knowing, you know, what's going on, but when they get like maybe 4 or 5, they'll be able to, like, when they go somewhere, like let's say they go to Chuck E. Cheese and they come back and they be able to tell you how much fun they had, and they be like so amazed, and you as a parent, you just, you know, like, oh, you know, you like, oh yeah, you did, that's good, oh that's good, son, or that's good, daughter. And in reality, it's like we see how amazed the kids are because they went to this place and they had such a fun time. And the we as parents, we allow them to have that, you know what I'm saying, that feeling of that, like, thrill of joy, knowing that they just had this amazing experience that they had a ball at, you know what I'm saying? So they want to talk about it. We don't shut them down and say, okay, let's stop talking about Chuck E. Cheese. Like, no, we don't let them talk about it because we see that they're happy, they're excited, so we let them talk about their experience. And that's what God is saying, like, you doing things for the money, you're gonna come back and you're gonna talk about the experience, and it's not gonna be the way that, you know what I'm saying, like that excited kid that's like, oh my God, this is what happened, because you didn't do it for your heart. Like, do things that follow your heart. Like, follow your heart, but use your mind. Whatever your heart is pulling you to as far as a purpose, that is what's that's what's destined for you. Because it's traits within you, it's things within you that's kind of like a magnet to the things that you are destined to do. So when you feel that magnetic pull from your heart towards something that you're passionate about, that's when you should narrow down and focus on that thing. Even if you have to pray to God, and some people, because like me myself, I remember going through that, and I was like, okay, well, I'm supposed to heal people. I'm supposed to heal people. Like, I'm an introvert, so who I'm supposed to heal? Like, how? And then, like I always tell you, like I told y'all before, like when I started this YouTube channel, I remember just posting the video, and I needed healing myself the day I posted my first video. I was on here crying, nose like running, looking a hot mess, and you know, God pushed me into my healing season in order for me to be here to be able to heal others. And yeah, like I just want to come on here and touch and just talk about purpose, you know what I'm saying, and get people to understand that a lot of times God, you know, fear is a distraction. Like I said before, God will put you on a detour in the midst of that, allow you to meet good people. Like I talked about Aretha, he put me through that detour. He knew that it wasn't, you know, right for me, but he knew that I was so worried about the money then. Because I knew that I was like, I know I want to get another side hustle. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this real quick. Knowing that I had a lot on my plate, I had just moved. You know, I worked nights. I wasn't really rested. So it's like, I was just everywhere, y'all, just doing too much and not focusing on the things that God had already, like I said, blessed me and told me and put in my life. And just simply already told me my purpose, like God said. That ain't had nothing to do with healing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, right now, God is like saying for his chosen ones, it's really the time to dive deep into what it is that you came here for, because God said the divine timing is now. So yeah, for all for the people who, you know, get messages through this, just understand that no matter what happens in life, you always have a purpose that you came here for. And when you align with that purpose, everything will start to flow. When you start going against the grain and going against what it is that you were sent here to do, and start worrying about how much money you can make from this and that, and driving around in this car, and, you know, wanting to have this to show off this and that, and not doing things for your soul, for the world, which is, that's when things start to be like chaos, and, you know, you start to get ungrounded, and you just, you know, you put your mind in, you just like you're scratching your mind in all these different places when you're supposed to be calm in the storm. So I hope this message gets to the right person. I know that it will, because I feel it in my soul. Sorry, I had to scratch. It's still early, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go for now, and I love you guys, and until next time. My birthday is this weekend on Sunday, November 5th, so I might not be posting that many videos for the next couple days. I'm thinking about doing a vlog for my birthday. I still haven't made my mind up yet, though. Y'all will see if I do, but I definitely will post some pictures for you guys on my community wall. What else I wanted to say? Yeah, Scorpio season. Oh yeah, thank you to, I should have started off with this, I'm sorry, please forgive me, but I want to do a quick shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you, I love you guys, and all my subscribers that's already been here. I really appreciate all you guys from the bottom of my little heart, and my big heart, so should I say, because it's really big. But yeah, I love you guys, and until next time, talk to you guys soon.